Hey studio, good morning to you, good evening actually to you, I guess. 10 hours, 10 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock over there, huh? 10 p.m. Of course it's not a day off. You're probably already done working. Makes sense. I took the day off today because I had a medical appointment, and about 30 minutes. Oh, it's 11 p.m. That's 2300, sir. Anyways, I had a medical appointment, which then they called half an hour before my scheduled appointment and said that it was canceled and it'll have to be pushed back till next week. So I have this day off that I had nothing planned, you know, aside from that. And my timesheet and everything has already been submitted for the day off, and well, what am I gonna do, right? So I decided to stream. So that's what I am doing. That is what I am doing today. Hanging out with you guys. Let's get to it. Yes. This may look familiar. This might look familiar. This is the starting village, and if you've played the starting village here, you notice that there's a little area here. It's a path to Argent. Well, I decided, you know what? It's time to work on it. It's time to actually build this thing. And so what I did was make a transition area first, and it'll transition into Argent, which is over here. I thought it'd be a good idea because, you know, I want this kind of be like a seamless adventure type thing. So, and I might just keep doing that exact way. So, as I produce more, this place will just get bigger and bigger, and it'll, you know, probably just use the surrounding areas as well to build this this whole world that I'm working on. I think that would be pretty awesome. So Argent's over here. It is nowhere near done. As you can see, it's pretty massive too. It's a big scape. It's a big landscape. This is going to be a lake over here, and there's going to be a river that goes to the lake and through the lake and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of things. So this right now is in template. It's a template. It's not a. I have not exploded it yet. It's still a level template. I may or may not do that. What's this water doing? What do I do with this? Oh yeah. I think I'm planning on doing something with this, but I'm not sure what it is yet. Okay. So right now I'll just want to be working on this transition area. I had a couple of ideas for it. So let's get rid of this rock. It's not necessary. That was a teleport stone. Well, no longer. Is it going to be there? Because you won't need to teleport anywhere. You're just going to walk right over. Okay, so I called it transition already. It's already transition. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. I want the main terrain. I'll probably keep it main terrain. I don't want to rename it to anything and risk damaging this terrain somehow. And I'm just gonna drop this down. I'm actually gonna use the other tool for that, because you could right click with it and drop things. So that's how I'll do it. Okay. Right now it's set to adjust both to kind of deal with both of these things at the same time. I will eventually get rid of that, change it up. But I think this is a pretty good pretty good transition here. It's not a straight line. I think that's pretty nice. And this, of course, can get covered up pretty easily. There, and I just kind of want it to be, there's the seam to be kind of seamless. If that makes sense. No drastic changes in elevation of any sort. Because of that, we're going to change what this guy says. Because this guy right here, he's an urgent worker, and he might just change location, or he might start walking around or something, or he might start doing some quest stuff. So this took a little bit of, I did this kind of on my own time, and it kind of took a little bit of slight planning. I didn't know what I wanted to do yet, but I wanted this as close to the village as possible. So what I did was extend the transition area kind of long ways. But I also wanted you to spend some time at the transition area. I wanted this to be kind of a thing on its own, you know, of its own, I should say. So that's what I've done. And so I'm just going to mold this a little bit more. And when I built this, I actually bumped up the sensitivity. Oh shit! I forgot that it was up so loud. Here, there. How about that? Let's almost have it to nothing. I apologize. I forgot I had it on. That you guys, like, it was blasting through. I had to. Yeah, sorry about that. I apologize, studio. Best man studio over here. So this time I get to say goodnight to you, which is rare occurrence. Anyways, when I was molding this, I had the sensitivity way up to 10, as far as you could go. You wonder why you're not a mod here? Well, I don't know. Maybe can the mod make you a mod? How do I make you a mod? Do you want to be a mod? Who are you going to moderate? I mean, that's the thing, is there's nobody to mod. There's nobody to mod, to be a mod. Is that how you do it? I don't think that's it. I think you have to, like, use exclamation points or something. Isn't it something of that nature, of that sort? You know who is a mod who knows exactly how to do that? I wonder if some of these elevations are also too steep. They might be. So I'm kind of curious about that. Not a big deal, because I could always make it walkable, you know, and just keep it that way. Oh, is it? I thought you had to use, like, exclamation points too. I'll have a way up here, because I like to give people as much, as many options to walk as possible. So we'll do that. Flatten this out. Ooh, it'd be interesting if you could walk on this side, huh? The Mines of Moria. Moria? What the hell is going on over here? I guess I didn't even do anything there. Yeah, we could do something like that. I was thinking that this could be a goblin settlement right here, just like a little village, goblin village, but it's kind of like untouched here and here, like two sides, you know, and they're just kind of like a fishing goblin village. They just fish, you know, And maybe I'm thinking also of extending this terrain out and kind of making a little island that you can go to from that. I think that would be pretty sweet. It could absolutely be a mine that you know, they have, like, they protect or something. That'd be kind of sweet. Yeah. And rob travelers. Yeah. Well, they're not really set up to rob travelers. You know, this is a pass. Maybe I'll have some bandits up here. That would be kind of cool. But as far as the goblins, I don't know. Maybe this could be the mine over here. This looks like a prime location for a mine. I think I'll do that. That's a great idea. Thank you. That is why your name is TT Studio. Or is it Crying Studio? Because aren't the T's like, don't they mean that you're crying? Like, oh. As far as emojis go? Oh, okay. Ooh, now I gotta find out your name. I'll find you and I will send you stickers. I will find you and send you stickers. Do I? I don't know. I try to make it as see this though isn't very good. This is kind of no straight lines is my motto. Now I hope you weren't being like super sarcastic or something. But no straight lines. Try not to do straight lines. Wavy lines is all right. Like this is sculpted maybe. I might increase the width here. Not this time, sir. Would be cool is if you got to see more from a different angle. You know what I mean? Like it was cool to see the village here and look at this side. But I thought it would be also pretty damn cool is if you could see the village from the other side of the, you know, on the ocean side. And if you just walk over here and there's, something over here, you know, something completely secret. Always thought that was cool. And I think I'll implement that now because I can, you know, I have that opportunity now. Since I'm working on that specifically. The terrain goes really far out too. It's actually like, completely, you know, workable, and I might even add islands here and there. I think islands are really cool. Having islands out is pretty sweet. But no straight lines. Kind of pretend to understand how the ocean works. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but you know, erosion and how you think maybe the ocean would impact the land around it, and usually if you look at islands with steep, you know, cliffs like this, how do they look, what do they look like? And you could add so many things just in this little area. And now that I've expanded it a little bit, I can definitely put in some cooler things. Like maybe something that you could walk around and explore and check out. I'm not going to have you be able to come on this side. I want you to go on the other side, so I'm going to actually do it this way. This looks weird. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, that's how it is. But you're right. First off, this waterfall, right? Where's this water coming from? That's true. That's very true. Oh, crap. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, I was making... Hospital called back and they could get me in tomorrow, so now I need to redo some stuff. Should I go into work? No. And by the time I get there, it's going to be like 3 hours and then I have to go, right? I mean, I shouldn't go into work, right? Nah. I'm already busy doing this, right? But let me schedule some stuff here. Okay, so tomorrow, this is part 1. And then we'll start at 8. Perfect, look at that. Excuse me for just a minute. I'm almost finished here. I am not selling my kidney. I'm getting a scan on my thyroid and seeing what's up with that. It's called a thyroid uptake test. Test part 1. Save. Oops, part 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna get fired. I have plenty of sick leave and what's it called, vacation time saved up. It's not a big deal if I if I take some time off. Where was I? All right, so let's continue on here. I wanted to extend this. So the river is kind of, I think you're right. How is the river going to work? And I think maybe what I'll do is have just water, paint water on this, and have water collected from all of the peaks around, just kind of on the sides and stuff like that, just how rivers actually work, and just kind of have it collect and go down into this little area. You know what I mean? You think it's ugly? Because I did that over here. I painted the water over here. I did not paint the water over here. It's gone. The water here is gone. It got unpainted somehow. But I did have water over here. But what? Maybe I'll just do like this big fast-flowing river. I'll have small little tiny rivers just everywhere. You know, little tiny ones just kind of peeking up here and there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Tell me what to do, man. I'm the problem solver. You are too. I am the problem solver. Right. Problem solver my ass. So, you're fine, dude. This is the most I get to talk to you, so it's totally awesome. How was work, man? Would anything exciting happen in the world of IT? Is that what you do, right? I don't know. I don't remember. Anything crazy? Anything crazy? Did Okay, alright, fine. I get it. You gotta spank that bank. I get it. I cut right to the chase, man. Cut right to the chase. So what the hell is this? What's going on over here? Is this... I wonder if this is painted. I think it is. I think this is instance painted, right? I think it is instant mesh paint. I kind of have a feeling it is. I don't think this is a true blue rock over here. Nope, these are not rocks. These are painted on. I don't know if I want to keep that or not. I think I might not want to keep that. I think I might want to reconsider how I did this, because this kind of looks too generated. I guess that's a way to put it. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. Let's get dangerous. Slate rock. Debris. Moss. Okay, that's it. That's it. We're getting somewhere. All right. Just making sure I don't have any of that. Grass eroded organic. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. What's going on here? What's going on? Blink detected something. Blink detected movement at the front door. Who's at my front door? Oh, just my cat. Ooh. Okay, thick brown grass, brown eroded debris, moss again. Let's make sure that's nothing. There we go, get rid of these. With wet wood. Maybe. Sometimes. But not all the time. Oh, okay, that's why. You know what I could have done? Instead of like, I could have just X'd it out. But shit, you know what I just did? I don't know if I just screwed myself with everything else. I don't know. This isn't built. This is built. Okay, good. Whoa, Nelly. Good, that's built. I wasn't sure if I painted anything else on that. I guess we'll find out. But I think that was it. I think those are the only things. Let's delete that one. And this one. I don't think there's anything else. But if there is, oh well. Grass, swamp grass, reed grass, grass. Okay, we're good. The rest I can could actually, you know, actually place and stuff, which I kind of like better. You have more control. You can mold it better. Anyways, following this, what am I doing over here? This is kind of the weird area that I would like to have explorable. Is it? Do you like that? Like, so the 1 second you're talking about, do you see the text pop up and then I immediately reply and it's like right after you hit enter you see the text pop up, or how is it? Because obviously if I see it on my chat, it's on the screen, so I reply, I read it and respond pretty much immediately. So, oh good, okay. So yeah, I put it on ultra low latency on both YouTube and Twitch because why do I need high latency? You know what I mean? I don't need that. I'm not playing anything where people can stream snipe or whatever. I don't need it, so everything's on ultra low latency settings. Because I just, you know, it's nice to communicate with you guys. Or everyone that I talk to. It used to be kind of a long... Do I lose quality? But does it look bad? Does it look like it's... the quality's terrible? Good. See? It works. It works in our favor. And it's probably... It's okay, though. It's not great. Well, it is streaming at 720p. That is the only thing. My upload speed is definitely not fast enough for a full 1080. I would love for it to be a 1080, but it's just not. It's not feasible for me. If one day they decide to put out a fiber out here, I will definitely be upgrading. And you know, it's not green. This is actually a gray, so it must be something with either the light or the let me look at the filters going on right now. I think maybe there's a filter on it. Color correction. Contrast, saturation. There's kind of a green tinge in the background. Oh, you know why? Because the hue shift is not 0. So that's a little bit better. Were you? But no, it kind of does look a little green. So, you know, god damn it, studio, knock that shit off, man. I'm just joking. That's all right. Okay, there you go. I built this side like way early on too, so you could see kind of the imperfections and stuff going on over here, which is interesting. Nothing like there's still stuff that's not smoothed out. You know what? Get the internet to argue about what color it is. That's what I want. That's what I really want. Get the internet involved. Ask their opinion. Blue, green, what is it? Gray? It's not gray. Obviously it's not gray. But it's something else. I wanna Shiggy bang it, you. I don't even know the lyrics to that song. Sorry, man. I think possibly that you've been the longest watcher of my streams, Studio. You've been around for quite a while here. Isn't that amazing? That's, I think, kind of amazing. Isn't that? I think that's insane. It's been like a year or something. A year and a half, maybe. When did I start doing this shit? 31st of July, 2018. Almost a year, if that's an accurate date. Almost a year. That's quite amazing. That is quite the feat, I must say. You know, I must say, kind of sounds like Namaste. Yeah. Anybody? Anybody? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so landscape has a penis. There we go. Why? 'Cause it does. Okay, a little bit of unplanned here stuff, and we'll see how it generates on the AI. But I'm planning on this being walkable. This kind of, to an extent, being walkable. Let's actually bring it out more, just a bit. The reason for that is I want this to, let's widen it up a bit, and how I'm doing that is just control and clicking on the spots, and that flattens those areas out. So there, it's like a little cave, like a little divot right up in here. Bring that out a little bit more, just a little more surface area, just like that. Smooth it out. There, just so it's a nice descent into the unknown here. And I'm actually going to drop this just a bit more. And widen it up. There. And that's how you landscape, folks. That's how you do it. And let's make, and it's really annoying too, because these loops, I hate them in games. I really do. I hate them in games so much, because you go all the way around, you go down in here, you may find a chest, you might find jack shit, you might find, I might just put like a turd down there or something. You go down here, you find it, and you can't continue. You have to go all the way back around and then continue on. So it's just kind of those really cheap ways to extend the life of your like the game, I guess. I don't know how else to say it, but it's just a really, really cheap way to put some length where they may not be. Yeah, extend playtime. That's a good way, yes. But it's also kind of like, it's so underhand. I don't know. Is there quality in that? You know what I mean? Is that a quality choice? Is that a quality decision there? I don't know if that is or not. Let's take a look here. We got a problem right here. Problem area smooth out. Got a problem area over here. Smooth that out. A little problem over here. Yeah, you can only do that. Yeah, it's kind of a gimmick. You know, if you do this anymore, then you're kind of getting in trouble, man. You're screwing everybody over. Now I could, and I kind of want to now. I could do something really, really, really just sneaky. Oh my God. Yeah, so I did that on another one, but I essentially, this is kind of the mountain here. You have a mountain. You have to spiral down, and you have something up here. It's a little tiny quest, but it's kind of a funny, jokey quest. Let's be a dick. Let's be a little dick about this. How about that? What do you think, huh, studio? Let's be a complete asshole and do this. Let's be a bit dicky over here. Let's get ridiculous. The words of the mighty Darkwing Duck. Let's get ridiculous. All right. Now it's like a little beach, right? But let's extend it out a bit. This is a sandbar kind of thing going on here. Kind of a natural formation, actually. Because you have the river going out and it's pushing out. It doesn't look like a river's going anywhere right now, but it's pushing out all the silt and sand and crap out there, and so it's kind of making this thing here. I am really needing to save. Yes. Also, San Pellegrino, official drink of Dima01. Hey friend, let's talk. Oh, hey, I got a question. So I was watching a friend of mine. Well, friend, I don't really know her. She is a streamer. Was watching one of her streams, and because of my new name, she wasn't sure who I was. You know, and then I said, "Oh, it's Dima. You know, it's me, Dima." She's like, "Okay, I kind of thought so, but I wasn't sure." And then I thought about it, and I said, "You know, I have this name. Hey friend, let's talk." And I'm not sure I like it, and the reason I changed it to that is because of where I work and all that stuff. But now it's not really that much of a problem. It's not really a huge deal. That, yeah, and that's the question, is like, should I change it back to what I had it, or what? You know, and how do you guys feel about that? What's going on over here? Is that so? I was thinking like, yeah, I gotta change it back because even like people that normally chat, they were like, hey, what the hell is this? You know, who is this guy? Too long, man, way too long. And I might have to agree with you there. It is a long ass fucking name. So the verdict's in. Dima01. I mean, it's got to be short, right? It's got to be kind of just short. Short, simple, easy queasy, peasy deasy, skeezy leasy. That's it, you know? Yeah, I agree there. Yeah, it's kind of just like a... Well, so here is her Deadly Essence is her name, so you could argue with her if you want. But here's her take on this. She actually said that "Hey friend, let's talk" works for her because, or she likes it because, it entices people to talk, right? And I'm kind of like, well, does it though? I don't know. I don't know if people want to talk anyways. You know what I mean? So, ooh, is this something nice or what? Look at that. Look at that transition going. Yes. I'm not here to talk to you. You're right. You're here to kind of, what is it? Ah, shit. Why isn't it taking what I want? Oh, it's because the water. God dang it. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Nature. Oh, I spent like, I don't know, an hour organizing this stuff here, and it's been extremely beneficial to have everything in layers, because it was kind of a mess. It was kind of a mess. I don't know if you remember exactly, but everything was just kind of unorganized. It was just kind of everywhere. There were some things in layers, but then I kind of gave up on it. So I went and you got me. I'm not that messy. Not that messy, but there are some things. So the layers I went through, it took about an hour and just reorganized it, had everything where it's supposed to be, kind of, you know, and so this actually helped me out. And the reason I did that was literally because of that water, the oceanic water that you just saw disappear. It was for that very reason that I did that. So congratulations, right? Congratulations, water, you win. But anyways, because of that, I could do this now. Let's see what this looks like over here. It looks pretty good. You hike tomorrow. Where are you hiking? Just hills? You don't have mountains? It's not really a mountainous region anyway, is it? Do you have any mountains in Germany that are just a mountainous area? You like hiking? You're a fan of hiking? I am not a fan of hiking. I hate mountain hiking. I hate mountain climbing in general. It is... Ugh, don't like it. It's boring. If you've been in a plane, you've been on a mountain. And I just hiked so much. I mean, also, I live in a place surrounded by mountains, so like I did it all throughout my childhood. And one day I was just like, what the fuck am I doing here with this shit? I don't need to be doing this, so I stopped. Do you know if there's a setting for the ramp to, oh yeah, you know what? I don't think there is. Slope parameter, nope, there isn't. Doesn't look like it. I want the ramp to have less of an effect, if that makes sense. So when you put the ramp down, it doesn't immediately ramp it. It just kind of, I want it gradual, you know? So less, just less strength. Hey, did you ever meet up with Tommy? Did you ever get to meet him when you were in Norway? Or was he somewhere else at that time? What you need to do is get a hold of Kotaku and tell them that I'm working on a huge update for an already huge mod. That's what you need to do. That's your task. And then I will make you a mod. Yes, sir. Then and only then will I make you a mod. You want to go to ass. Hold on a second. Let me look at the stream. What it says, what it's saying. Is it blocking it? I don't see a link. Hold on. Let me see if I can unblock it. Discord me the link, sir. I don't think it'll work if I mod you. So, okay, how do you do it? What is it? Mod underscore? No, it's... I think it's this. You're positive? Man, you better not destroy anything. I will unmod you so fast. Alright, mod it is. I dub thee mod. There you go. Try it again. You're good to go. You want to go here? Whoa, look at that solid thing. So what are you going to do? Just stand there? That is an odd space, though. That's a very odd space that it's just kind of... I guess enjoy the view, yeah. Seeing that, you know, some people enjoy that shit. I am so over it. So over it, man. Christian Sand? Ah, you did not. Did he want to? I mean, did you plan on it? I don't think he wants to meet anyone. Him and his damn bird. Alright, how does this look? Not too bad, but how does my guy look standing there? It's kind of a tight weave. A tight weave. Kind of tight. Well, he's also probably busy or something, or maybe in real life he's, you know, not what he appears, and which I doubt, you know. I mean, I'm not what I appear in real life either, you know. You wouldn't recognize me on the street. You really wouldn't. If I went to Germany right now and I went to, like, if I was walking in front of your house, you'd be like, there's this dude just walking around, man. Stop walking around our house. Or place, whatever, you know. Yeah, that too. I will see Milena on Steam here and there playing Skylines here and there. I wonder how she's doing. Yeah, she just vanished. She really brought delight to the Discord. I miss her. I think Fluff misses her too. Fluff was a big super fan. I think everybody was more of a fan. You're the brightest light? Right now you are. You are the brightest light. Right now, you are the brightest light, sir. Ooh, I like that. What do you think about that? Just the water kind of, you know, kind of reaching out there. I think this is still all going to be walkable terrain, which I want. Yeah, looks good. Now I gotta like make sure that there's some, you know, looks like there's stuff going on down there, like coral and whatnot, which I don't want to make it like a tropical island, because this isn't tropics. This isn't anything close to the tropics, you know. This is like dark, and I mean, really, yeah, this crap right here. Here, I'll make it a little bit better. Oops. Let's redo that. Only selected terrain. And then sync that up. There. Like that. I mean, I kind of... Alaskan beaches don't look like this. We don't have bright blue water. We don't have... anything remotely close to this. It's pretty dark. It's like black water, you know, and there's a reason for that. It's just black silt that runs off the glaciers and stuff. It's just all this dark gray substance, and we don't have. It's cold water too. So there isn't a lot of life down there. That is vegetation, and it's also rough water. A lot of the times it's very rough. We get a lot of wind and crap like that. So I'll probably end up doing like rocks and shit down there and painting it like a darker color, just so it looks like it's not tropical, so it looks cold, it looks really shitty, like you would not want to be there. Oh my god, that is not what I wanted. Now I gotta flatten it all out, fix this all. It's a little slow on the draw. When you pick a tool, it does some stuff. So this right here, for people tuning in, this is an asshole move. What I just did, what I just made, this is a huge asshole move, because you have two ways to go. And it's a gamble. It's a 50-50. You're like, ooh, this is a secret little road. Well, you come down here, you go all the way down, and that's it. This is it. It's a dead end. This is a trick that developers use all the time to extend playtime, and maybe when you reach down here, I'll set up a few ambushes on the way back. Who knows? but it's a way to kind of make the game longer. And so you go up top. When you go up top, what's nice is, oh yeah, let's definitely save. What's nice about being up top is when this saves and goes into game mode, I'll show you. It's a perspective that you typically don't have, that you haven't had up until this point, up until the mod release, or the update for the mod. I think the cats want in. Unless there's somebody wandering around outside. I don't see any movement. I've been obsessed with Blink. It's a security system, kind of. So here you have a whole different, you can't reach because you can't move up here. You have a whole different perspective of the village. You normally wouldn't, right? So this is kind of what I wanted to bring to the world here, is the whole other side of, you know, of all this. So you're gonna be able to come down here, and I put a slight, if you noticed, I put a slight unfocus, if you noticed that. So when you're up here, stuff down there is out of focus slightly. I did that for a reason. I didn't want everything to be completely in focus, especially over there, you know. So I put a blur there for a reason. But I think that that's going to look good. I'm going to put in more of these rocks, you know, things of that nature. But having elevation in this game is actually really cool. When you put elevation in, it's really, really neat to see. And I don't know, maybe I'll put like a secret path up here too. You know, that I think that would be cool, like a bridge or something, and then you could finally explore the area that is the dividing area of, you know, between the village and whatnot. So this is also I employ the same trick here. I separate the village from the rest of the world by having this long kind of path, you know. That's how I did that, and it's pretty rough. It's not like, it's not amazing or anything, but that's another thing. I remember I wanted to have something up here, and I might, now that I'm actually doing something with all this terrain, I might actually employ something here as well, you know, do something with that area. And I might want to clean this up considerably, especially now. Maybe maybe this will be a mine right up here, and maybe it'll lead to kind of another little location here up top. You know what I'm saying? So you go through the mine, and this is your warp point out. You pop out here, and you're like, whoa, I'm right by Oiven, and you could walk around up here. Yet another point of view on the village. But I think this is a region marker. I think there's a region marker for I don't think it's a cold trigger. I don't think I have a cold trigger there. I think it is a region trigger, and it's for mapping. So that's probably what that is. But I think I'll have more stuff here now, especially now. And what's nice is I don't have to create a new terrain. I could literally connect these two. So let's say the mine was right here. I don't have to teleport anything. I'll just connect it. I'll connect that shit. But I have to be careful, because what I can't do is have it go around these things or go, you know, do this. So I'll have to move these two things here. I'll have to move them elsewhere, probably next to this guy right here. That way, because I don't have anything planned for this side, so that's probably what I'll do. And that way it's, you know, easy to manage and stuff. And that way this mine right here can be just that. And I could extend this landscape over to wherever I want and make a mine of Mordor, or whatever you call it. But this is going to be a very big update. I think I'm pretty excited about it. There's going to be a lot of stuff. Moria. Like I know, come on. See, that first click always does something. I do know Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Man, you're gonna hate me. All right, you ready? You're gonna hate me so much. You ready for this? When Lord of the Rings came out, I was pumped, man. I freaking loved it. Freaking loved it. Loved it. It was awesome. And I mean, it still is. It's still awesome. Don't misunderstand me here. It still is. It's pretty cool. Watched it, loved it, great stuff. However, I rewatched it, and my man, I was bored out of my mind, my man. I was so bored. I couldn't handle it. Man, my playback is really like high. I wonder if that's... Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that. Why is my video quality... They took away the... Did they take away that? Playback? It used to be that I could select my video quality down to on Twitch, but now I guess I can't. I can't have it back to whatever it was. Just want to save as much bandwidth as possible. I'm not dropping frames or anything, but still. Okay, where was I? I was watching Lord of the Rings, loved it, and then I decided, hey, you know, I really liked it. Fond memories. Let's rewatch this shit. And dude, I was just bored out of my mind. And for the first time ever, I understood what everybody else was saying about how bored they were. I was like, oh, I get it. I understand. And I'm sorry, but it was boring, man. It was like... And maybe that's just like jaded old me. You know, maybe I'm older and I'm like, dude, I don't got time for this shit. You know, get on with it. That's probably just me, dude. So I didn't even watch The Hobbit because of that. I didn't even watch The Hobbit. Didn't see any of The Hobbit. Because 3 movies of The Hobbit, to me, I was like, man, that is a long time to spend at a theater watching a movie. You know what? Let's pre-plan. Let's plan for that mine right now. Secret lab. Let's do it right now. Oof. Nope, not a good selection there. Let's do that. Oh, what the hell, man? Earth. Do I have to come in closer? I hope I won't. Don't select the main. There we go. I hope I won't. Will this break it, I wonder? I don't think it will. Because everything's kind of... It's all good. It's all good in the hood. I'm gonna raise this up too, because it's kind of down low. I don't like it when terrain is way low like that. Here's what I will have to do. Dead. That's it. Broken. No. What What I will have to do is literally redo the whole entire what's it called? AI on it. Careful not to hold shift while you're doing this, while you're dragging stuff around. Do not hold shift. Also, don't place objects directly below where you are. That's why I'm raising it up to make sure that nothing is... Oop, that is not the raise. I don't want it to interfere with anything. Okay. What are you doing? Just like that. There, that's good. There. Out of the way. Good spots right there. Easier to select, everything like that. I will have to do a full AI regen on this. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. Full AI regen. Going to clean this up too, just a bit, because I don't like these sharp little weird edges here. So for mapping's sake, just have just like that. Okay. All right. There. Nice and clean. Okay. I will, yes, we'll have to do a whole full-on groovy thing. What I like about this transition too is I could turn it into much more. I could pull it out and save it for some other stuff too. So this whole thing could be completely just something else, you know. One of the things is the mine. It's gonna be a mine. So let's do that now. Let's just pull it out. See, you're a genius, man. You're world-class genius. Studio. If this breaks, it's your fault. It's your fault. Not mine. Your fault. You're the one that put me up to this. I don't care. I don't care. Nice going. Alt F4. I'm gonna save. Thanks for reminding me. Shit. Yes. Different locations. This is gonna be a very long full regen. It's gonna be super long. Still can't post links even when you're a mod? Or wait, you could, right? Yeah, you could. Never mind. Oh, Jesus, come on. Is it the ass word? Did you say the ass word? It blocked it, didn't it? Ass save. Ass under. This is a perfect spot for a dynamite mine. And how are we going to do that, though? How are we going to make this mine? One may say we can pull this out. I'm going to say that, not one may say. I'm going to pull this out so this looks like a mining thing. And this will just be kind of something, oof, that's not what I wanted to do. I will have to fill those in later. Pull this out so we know our what we're working, our bounds, what we're working in here. Okay, and let's pull this down. There. Okay, Discord, sir. Oh, why is that? Why is that blocked? That's so weird. Why would that be blocked? So strange, so strange, so weird. All right, so let's do main terrain. Actually, that's so strange. Go ahead and edit select mode only. Let's get rid of that and carry on. And carry on. Okay, that's good. We might use it as nipples, but you could use anything as nipples. You could use the number 8 as nipples, or boobs, or tits, or something. You know? Exactly what I would... Exactly, see? Exactly. We do like hard nipples, us Americans. But, you know, I have a feeling it's not just Americans that like that. I have a feeling, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not just us. You don't get hard nipples? Like... But nipples, wow. Hey man, nipples aren't for everyone, alright? Nipples aren't for everyone. Certainly not for everyone. Oof, this line is great. This is a good line. Now we could finally turn that back on. Main terrain. Actually, no, I want the transition on. And let's lower all this junk. You like the flickering? You like it, a juice? You like it, the flickering? That's an old SNL skit. You like it a flickering? All right. Jeez, first thing. Yeah, I knew I was going to do that. I knew it. Alright, so what I don't want is I don't want this. You see that little thing? It's like a little blanket that comes over. So I don't want that happening at all. So we're going to drop those down. We're going to make this like that. Subduction zones. Let's make some subduction zones to put it in geology terms. Ooh, that would be a cool mod, huh? Having like earthquakes and stuff happen. That would be kind of easy. I mean, just do a camera shake, but what about like, what if it destroyed stuff? Oh, that'd be so sweet. You go into the house or something and everything's destroyed and shit. Yeah, that would be nice. Alas, this is not 7 Days to Die. The engine cannot support that. Or maybe it can. I don't know. We haven't really got creative with this yet. You know what I mean? So the mines. I'm gonna raise this up too considerably here so we can understand that this is not a place to be reckoned with. It's an outside zone. So what time do you go to sleep, man? Midnight? Midnight 20? Never? How many hours do you get of sleep? How many hours do you work? I don't want you to go. I'm just wondering. How many hours do you work? A day. Would you say? What's your standard contract day? You work 8 hours? Because people say, oh, Americans, they work long hours. And I don't think that's true. I work 7.5 hours a day. And that's because I work for the state. And to cut funds for, budgeting, to save money on budgets and stuff, they said everybody will now be working a half hour less than they used to. And it worked. That actually saved them a whole ton of money. 7 hours and 48 minutes a day. 48? That's a weird number. Oh, okay. I work even less than that. I work 37.5. Yeah, I work 37.5 hours a week. Granted, my work is like 40 miles away. Sorry, 40 minutes away. And roughly about 30 miles away. I think that puts it at like 70 kilometers. Something like that. Alright, I'm going to leave this as is because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here yet. But I do know that this transition needs to be closed off. Like so. Ooh, that's like perfect right on the line. Ooh, nice. All of you? Everybody? Everybody gets it? all of Germany. That's cool, man. Did I get the same height? Yes. Okay. I really hate wasting space, so I'm gonna chalk this up here, and then do the same for the transition because it doesn't need to be all the way. So I'll make the line over here, and then deal with the more organic looking stuff later. I think that this will change. Because I'm not really too fond of the black, because it's hard to see. So right now it's good for me to see what I'm doing, which area is which area, you know, and then later on. International Workers' Day. We have Labor Day, and I think that's coming up in September. We get that off, yeah, but not the whole. It's only government workers. Some workplaces they observe it, but most don't. Most private businesses don't. If I had a private business, I would not. I would keep businesses open. That's the day that everybody else gets off, and what are they gonna do? They're gonna go shopping. That's what they do. They buy stupid shit they don't need, and that's why society is the way it is. Now then, I'm not communist. I mean, I wouldn't make anybody work. I'm just saying I would work it, you know, because that's me. I would try to do something. And it's not communist. It's those are fundamentally two different things. It's capitalist. It's more capitalistic to do that than communist. Communist, I don't think would allow for such a thing. You are not allowed to be open when everybody else is closed. I'm not, no. Me in person, no, I'm not. Yeah, capitalist is a better term. We all want to be rich, man. Capitalist pigs. Or something. I don't know what we want to be. Honestly, come on. I don't know what's going on. I want to get paid for my time, and that's about it, I think. I wish you could affect the drop-off of the circle, you know? You know what I mean? Like, instead of you see how there's a transition? I'm just gonna hold it and then it raise. There's that weird, like, it doesn't go exactly on the spots. I wish there was some way to change the drop-off. And maybe there is, and I haven't discovered it. Strength, radius 9, naval hotkeys. Nope, there really isn't. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this mine. You know, it's going to be a mine, but I don't know what to do with it. There's cock and balls there. This always looks somewhat cockball-y. I'll just kind of divot some stuff out here. Separate interior. Like a different map, like a different terrain you teleport to. What did I say about teleportation? Huh? What did I say, boy? No. I'm gonna try to incorporate without teleportation. I want to try to have people be able to walk inside and outside and without any kind of teleports. I'm just going to have it just like this. You're allowed to walk all over. And it's not going to be small. It's going to be another giantesque freaking thing. And I think that ought to be great. And I think that's going to be great fun for people. But what do I know? How do you fake the cave feeling? Oh, well, you do have atmosphere. It's atmosphere can change, and you could definitely put like rocks over the top. You know what I mean? So once the atmosphere triggers only when the camera goes through it. And it's probably best to have a region trigger along with your atmosphere trigger, so the camera is forced to lock at a certain point until you cross it with the character. And when the character crosses that, then the camera jumps to the next place and the atmosphere transition happens. But you could do it with atmosphere. You could do a dark place and all that stuff, and you know, like I said, I don't know what to do here yet, and maybe I'll do the same thing here and close it off for now until I'm ready to work on it. If I release the update before that time, maybe a Balrog, maybe. You know who's been creating custom assets? There's Reavers, also goes by RetroTie. He has been making custom assets. He has been making some really cool things. He made a bull. He blended a bull or a cow's head. I think it was a bull head with a I want to say ogre? No. Troll? Yeah, it was a troll. A troll's body. He put a head of the bull onto the troll's body, and he made it. And it looks amazing. It looks really good. And it's in, you know, Divinity, and the only trouble he's having is animating it. For some reason it's not working out very well there. Which, hey, that's understandable. Because it's really confusing. So that'd be cool. If he could make one. If he could make a Balrog, that'd be awesome. Or shit, if I could make a Balrog, that would be awesome. I would love to. But that requires Blender. To work in Blender. And to do some stuff and, you know, make that work. That way. So what to do up here after you get out of this cave? What to do? You know, what the hell do you do up here? Should I make another area up here where you could walk? And is there something that should happen when you arrive? You know, is there like a little hidey hole up here? What can happen up here? Some more story elements can happen. Maybe during one of my campaigns, I had an ambush scenario. An ambush scenario where a bunch of trolls or something, or was it goblins? They were planning an ambush on the whole village. And when I say the whole village, I'm saying the village that this village right here is based on my D&D campaign that I've made up personally. It's the beginning village where everything happens, where everything just fucking, you know, dissolves for some reason. It's just kind of like with Diablo, the first Diablo, I forgot what the name is. Trist, something. Anyways, it's kind of like that was going on with that village. They just had thing after thing after thing happening, right? So one of the things that was happening is their village here was being under Tristram, there it is, under siege by these goblins that were digging an underground tunnel, and they were gonna dig up and then they were gonna take over. And the reason for it was because they had the holy relic there. Not Tristram, but this village has this holy relic that's inside, and maybe I'll make that a part of the story, is that they're after the holy relic. It was actually a gem of power. And the actual gem had no power. It was just a sought item by everyone, coveted by everybody, and so everybody wanted this thing. And that's, and so everybody was fighting for it, but they don't really know why they were fighting for it. It just had value for some stupid reason. So that's what I wanted to do with, that's probably how the direction I'll take this, is exactly that, as I'll have a story that extends gameplay. You're gonna come back to something, and it's, yeah. It would be nice to have a clone this whole map, and then destroy it. Destroy the houses, have it burning, have things on fire, just have like an aftermath, or like go into the future or something like that. I had that scenario in my D&D campaign as well. You go into the future and you meet a man who gives you a title, but he shows you the future, essentially what happens. And this is there's like 3 different futures. By that I mean 3 different stages. So they give you the 10 years. He takes you to the 10-year future, the 100-year future, and the 1,000-year future. And things are different, and certain things are ruins, certain things are completely destroyed and not there anymore, and things like that. This village is in 1,000 years. We're talking major upgrades. We're talking a castle. Just a castle, giant castle right here. No, in 1,000 years. I wonder, what year would this take place? What year is this, do you think, for this kind of world? And this isn't really that much of a village, if you ask me, because where do people live? There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 houses, and there's like 1 million kids. So where do these people live? 2. Year 2. After Dima came. That's how I see it. Yes. After Dima created. We could go with that. Let's go with that. I wonder if characters can see vision, like when the vision grid affects things on top of mountains or on top of hills. So if like my guy's right here. Oh yeah, let's save that. That's a good idea. Okay, very good. Saved. See, this is what I'm afraid of, is not being able to see what's after certain areas. You know what I mean? The vision is based on the camera, not so much the dude. So I'll have to do some cull triggers, just like I have it now. Just to make sure that they can't see this ambush area. Another notification blink from car cam. What's going on with my car, huh? Another car cam. 127. Oh, just cats. Okay. Man, that thing is not sensitive at all. Picked up like the tail end of the cat walking out. So just like that. Yeah, and then, you know, I'll have some kind of a story thing. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll have something like, maybe they're planning an ambush on Oivan because he grows poisonous shit. And maybe it's not goblins. Maybe it's just angry villagers. Maybe it's a secret society that meets up here. And, you know, some of the villagers are in on it. Maybe I want to extend this village out some. Maybe this village, because of the fucking 4 houses people live in, is not enough, because it's kind of crowded, you know, honestly. And this farmland, it's a dry ass farmland. Maybe I should add some more houses here, just to spice things up a little bit. And maybe this area right here should be changed just slightly. Just should be more village than less. And you know, what I like about modding is you build something and you can completely change it, or add things, and people can go, whoa, there's this whole new thing here, you know, this wasn't here before. I love that about doing this. I could completely destroy this, change it however I want, republish it, bam, that is the new thing now. You know what I mean? Obviously people will have to start new games, but you could I could essentially make DLCs, and this is exactly what this is. It's a DLC. You just have to upgrade your whole entire game. And what sucks is you have to start new. That's kind of the shitty thing, is you have to start new. After this one, I might make it, well, you know, I don't know how it'll go. I wonder if I can have loading screens, you know what I mean? So if I make this, I update the mod with a new area, I think you might have to start anew, but I'm not sure. I'm not entirely positive, because it's a different version. Yeah. Once you get back to the village, after the pyramid is destroyed, because you can't get out of the pyramid until you destroy the leader of the pyramid. Once you get back to the village, I'm not sure if the full-on new village will show up or not. And it also depends on which way you want to go. Maybe you don't want to go to the pyramid first. Maybe that's something that you'll hear completely from somewhere else, you know. And I do like that. Here, let's go to the terrain. Save that terrain here. What I like about it is you walking around, and I don't know if the quest log has updated. What is that? This L journal. Okay. Level up. Perfect. Oof, I need to render some of those. There it goes. So the journal updates because of there's a rumor going on around, you know. All right, so now you have this, you know, and start of a long journey. And maybe that's not the only quest. Maybe you could talk to other people and they could say like, oh yeah, like this guy over here, talk to him, you know. By the gods, what is it? Oh, sorry to bother you. Or, what happened to you? I barely made it through the path. A massive landslide blocked the path to Argent. You'll have to wait to get through it, I suppose. Alright, that's kind of my hint that something's coming, but you'll have to wait. But he could completely say something else, like, hey, the block or the path is now open. Yeah, maybe. So, and that's kind of what I want. You know, this is pretty massive on its own. This is already so much incomplete shit. So, it's already pretty big on its own. I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not big enough. I don't know. But I could make it bigger. And I like just expanding. I like that little bit, little by little expanding, you know. I don't want to work on something for 3 years and release it and nobody play it. I'd rather people play it now and then just look forward to it for my small releases or huge releases like this. That's what I'd rather. That's what I'd rather have. And it's, I don't know if this would be called episodic. I don't know if that's an episode type thing or not. It's definitely something else. Small chapters, chapter by chapter, maybe. And maybe people have different opinions. If I was a full-on dev, you would not hear about this at all. Or sorry, you wouldn't experience it the same way. I would release this until it was done fully all the way, and then I don't know, maybe start working on something else. So Larian's got something going on. They're absolutely working on other things right now, and they're not. This is kind of skeleton crew stuff for them, which is understandable. Why would you keep working on something when you have other things to do, when you have other things that you could make? Are they working on Original Sin 3? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. I know that Arena, right? Is that what it is? Or Divinity, what's it called? Those guys? Ah, shit. I don't even remember anymore. No, I don't know if they're working on Original Sin 3 or not, but they did create the whole Heroes. Is that what that is? Divinity Heroes. That thing, which I think is interesting. It's an interesting take. Not really an interesting take. It's been around. It's the XCOM style stuff, which I love. I really like XCOM style gameplay. It's already turn-based, so choosing who you want to take on your adventure, or not adventure, but mission style thing is kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. It's more. It sounds more like an arena to me. If you get what I'm saying, like the arena stuff that you have in this. I haven't played a single arena match in this game. Not a single one. I have no idea how it does. If it works well or not, I have no idea. Have you tried that? Because again, don't know anything about it. I don't know if you have to create a character, if you do stuff with. I don't know. Anyway, that's besides the point. The point is, they have different things that they're doing now. And as a developer, they should be doing different things now. But I also like developers who continue progress on what they are already made. It's kind of like their babies, so why not expand that world more? Why not bring more through DLCs, things of that nature, Best ideas are mediocre at best when you lay them out, when people start talking about stories and what they could do, what the possibilities are. Now, maybe this engine, it has its limitations when it comes to that, what people want to do. And you have to work within those limitations. I don't know. And maybe that's the way they felt. It has limitations, yes. Obviously there's a lot of limitations on this. You have to get creative, though, around them. You have to, start. I mean, the fact that you can't have 2 stories, a 2-story house, and be on a 2nd story of a house is a huge limitation. Like, why was that, you know, that way? That's what I want to, how I want to put it. So, but it also forces you to think differently. Okay, you can't have two stories. You can't have a two-story house. All right. What can I do instead? Yeah. The programming language. It is not crap to me because it's easy to learn, and so this is really nice. It's been nice, but I don't know how. Okay, I'll preface with also I don't know how other languages work, or if they're easier or not. Whether, you know, if you got into Unreal, whether that would be easier to work with or not easier to work with, you know, who knows. Let's flatten these peaks out. Yeah. So do you have experience? You said you used to mod Warcraft 3. That was your baby back in the day, right? How was that? How's the tool set for that? How did that work for you? Compared to this. Graphical programming editor. So it's like a drag and drop, like you just kind of pick and choose what you want. I thought this was kind of a graphical programming editor. Feels that way. I do not like that spike. Oh, okay. Set temp location playable. Okay, arena. Okay. But that's really kind of that seems to me like it's really basic. But you know, also two different kind of concepts too going on. You have an RTS, and this is more like a well, it is exactly turn-based RPG with story elements and stuff. Can you do that in World of Warcraft 3, or Warcraft 3 I should say? Can you make a story like this? Can you do that kind of thing? Okay. I was just curious, you know. And like I said, I've been really wanting to get into Unreal, but I don't know the language. I don't know how to program it in the language. Yeah. I do like their material editor. I have not even opened up the material editor here until just now. Let's take a look at it. Scrolls all the way to the bottom this time. Nice. Okay. Original, see-through positions, other. Yeah, look at all this. They're actually using terminology that's pretty good. Normalize, rotate, clamps, clip, color gradients. Nice. That's really cool. Did you use a base water for that? Triangle wave, divide, cosine. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I have not done anything with this, so I hardly know anything about it. Script editor, which is different than story scripting. I haven't done anything with this either. Like, I'm not quite sure how to program this language. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So this right here, this is all new to me. Not sure what to do there. And I don't know where to begin to put my stuff. It looks like pyramid of shadows. Oh, look at that. What is this? Position. Origin frost. Oh, what the heck? What's going on with her? I don't know why this is here. This is The hell is Froz doing with a script? Yeah. Wait. Find references. I'm gonna remove this. This should not be in here, because that's something that I didn't make any code for. I remember doing something, and I think she was sitting at first, and I changed my mind or something, because I just removed the stool. I just forgot to remove that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that, because I don't want that. See, and I do like oh, you like the script editor. Okay, I haven't. Yeah, like I said, don't know the language. That to me is all new. You're probably much more familiar with that than I am. Of course you are, because you just said you like that. You are very familiar with that, and I am not. Yes. Eventually I will learn it and see what it does. What I wanted to do with this is make it, instead of a turn-based, I wanted to do something like a open combat, like no turn-based. It's like Diablo. You have to click to attack each time, and you have to be really on it. You have to use your powers and stuff. on call and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I wanted to do that, and so it would completely get rid of the turn-based thing. It was all just, you know, you better get on this combat, man. You better get on it. I thought that would be really fun and funny. Or at least have a way to toggle it. If people wanted to play open, you know, instead of turn-based, if they wanted to just kind of have that high-paced battle system instead of super duper tactical, you know. And some, you know, okay, well, how would that work? Well, you know, what would happen? Well, I think that it would work by just simply having, you know, your mouse buttons kind of shifted differently. So your left click, yeah, your left click would attack, and then you could do your powers, you know, and as soon as you hit one, depending on what it is, like heal, you have to go and select who you want to heal with the right click, but you could still keep attacking with your left click, you know, that kind of thing. I think that would be very interesting to do. So, and I think that could be done in coding. I think that could be done in script editor, but I'm not sure. Again, you've messed with it more than I have. Maybe it's a hard lock. Maybe it's just completely ingrained into this system. Who knows? Maybe it's not. Okay, because this is a square rectangle, I don't like it, so you cannot turn it off. That sucks. That sucks really bad. Okay, I'm gonna start making this more organic, like I like to make things organic. I don't want there to be an appearance of a square. Natural fold out, I guess, of how things would look in a mine. Something like that. I'll just raise this up. Don't like to waste space, but for the sake of organic stuff, there is a Chrono Trigger. It was like, I remember the Chrono Trigger for, I forgot, the DS or something, and it's like, and it has special new levels or something like that, some bullshit that they added in, and it was literally just this rectangle thing. It should be Tuesday, my man. Today's Tuesday. Is it Wednesday on your side? Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. It's midnight. Congratulations, you made it. You made it. But anyways, they kind of, it really took the joy away, like to see that they barely put any time into it. It was just this kind of shitty looking level, and it was all just a rectangle. It was just a rectangle, you know, and they squoze things into a rectangle. And you could see the map. It was just this basic shitty rectangle map. So even though I don't like wasting the space, you know, I might be able to do something else. Maybe I could teleport you into some of these open caverns or something and have some cool stuff in there. Who knows? But I want to kind of have this organic feeling all throughout this area. Oops, that's the wrong. The wrong area. There we go. Let's put a little space right here. And it absolutely does suck that you can't be on one level and not the other. You know, I want to be able to have you on top of one level and being able to like see down below some stuff if it's a deep cavern or something like that. I think that would be cool. But I don't think it's possible with how it is right now. Out. Okay, that's probably good. Just like that. With every harsh raise, you have to go in and smooth everything out. Who knows where that camera's going? Smooth those vertices, man. I wonder how often Tommy works on his mod. Does he stream too? Does he stream his modding or not? Do you know? Let's make this kind of rough up here. Because who knows? Maybe I'll make this something too. Maybe this whole area might be something else. If I'm going to use this space, might as well use it wisely, right? I don't know. Okay. He was ill for a long time. Ill, super ill. Too ill to do anything? When's the last time you streamed? I mean, as far as I know, he's going to school, right? Wow, it's a long time ago. I don't know if he'll. I don't know if he'll keep that up. That might be. I think he might be done. Maybe not, but I think he might be done. No, you don't think he's done? Oh, okay. I don't know. He just once in a while, very rarely, kind of thing. I thought I was following him. I thought I had him on my as a follow, as somebody to follow on my YouTube, but I don't know. Does he primarily stream on YouTube or Twitch? Do you know? Because if he streams on Twitch, I don't think I'm following him. I don't think I got him. Both? Okay. I thought I was following him, but I'll have to double check. I mean, if he does, when he does, we're on different time zones, and I'm sure if he does, when he does, I will be doing something like working. So, who knows? so I'll probably miss it anyway. A lot of those things. There's a lot of proprietary stuff that he's got going on in there too, you know. And the downside of modding, unfortunately, is script theft. And it's you know, what can you do about it? Like there is a whole incident with I think it's the Skyrim that is getting turned into like multiplayer or something, I want to say. There's one modding group that did it or is doing it or is working on it, and another modding group that did it or is doing it, but they're accused of stealing the original modder script, and you know, their Patreon is getting a ton of money for doing this stuff, and you know, who can prove it, or who knows really whether or not they stole the script. And that's the other thing, is like, maybe that's the only way multiplayer works, is through a certain set of scripts. You know, you don't really know. So like when he has got the whole ship that you could roam around in, you know, it turns it into a player character. And for the time being, at least, that could be something that, hey man, somebody can have access to that mod. They learn how to do it. Now everybody's got, you know, ships or fucking barrels or something that you could play as. And that's probably how he figured it out too, is reverse engineer the whole thing with sneak, you know, because you like turn into a bush or something to sneak around. So who knows? Who knows if that'll be the way it goes or not? But that's the downside of modding, is your script is not yours, not your own, and it can be stolen. And it's the same thing with the game. You could essentially, yeah, his ship is something new. Yeah, but it could be stolen. It could be taken, or it could be converted into something, you know. And who's to say that he has, you know, Larian can decide to be like, well, that script is now ours. You know what I mean? Used our engine. It's now ours. So would he though? I don't know. I think he's a little too passive aggressive for that. I think he would not be. I don't think he would be proud of that at all. I think he'd be like, it's my stuff, man. I think he would treat it the same as if, say, somebody else did it. If somebody, let's say Larian did not take it. Let's say Larian wasn't the one. Let's say it was just some other up-and-coming modder, and he was like, "Hey, cool, man. This is gonna be, I'm gonna use this script." And I'm going to also relate this to the script we already have access to through Larian, because we could all look at what Larian did and emulate that or directly copy it, right? And yeah. And so what would Larian do? Well, that could be, yes, that he was first to make a ship. Specifically ship movement, but maybe not. Maybe somebody else might not want a ship. Maybe somebody else will want it to be a carriage or something else. You know what I mean? Then that person is the first person. Yeah, who cares? Doesn't really matter. But I've seen people take sides. I have seen people just say, "Hey man, you stole the script." Yeah. Maybe I used it, yes, but it's like, but does that mean that only your mod gets to have ship travel? You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing. Like, they have boats in this. That would be great to have a boat that I could take out and swim around and look around and shit and go to an island or something. You know what I mean? That would be great. That would be phenomenal. I'm not sure how I could do that because there is no sit in a boat animation and row somewhere. So that would be rough. Yeah. And to have a ship that, if you're walking on water, let's say, which this ocean right here is not terrain, but my other mod, I made the ocean an actual terrain, and you might actually be able to walk on it. So if you have an ocean like this as a terrain, you could do a walkable scene with it, and all you have to do is when you click on when you use the ship, all it does is it takes the player off, and the ship is then the player. It just assumes control. You just have control of the same thing. Now the ship doesn't have a walk animation, it's just sails, you know, so it just, you know, it moves around wherever you click it. So it might not be that hard to decode or to figure out yourself how that's done. You could even teleport, like he said, you could teleport the player, the actual player, off screen somewhere onto a small little island, a placeholder, and that's where the player hangs out until you get to your destination and click on the port, and then the player, boom, teleports to that location and assumes control. So I think that those kinds of things, if people really wanted it, they could do it themselves. But they would also be like, well, people are accusing me of theft, but it really isn't. I figured it out myself. It's not, you know, not anything complicated. You know what I mean? So that could get hairy. And so if I figure it out, I surely would not want to be accused of theft, especially if I release something, an episode. As I said, you know, this is kind of an episodic thing, and I have ship travel all of a sudden that I figured out myself, and then he releases his, and he has ship travel. Well, technically he had it first, he just never released it until whatever. No, I'm not. I'm actually not afraid of it. I don't really give a shit, to be honest, if somebody reuses my stuff. What I am afraid of is people being accusatory, meaning like, well, you stole something from somebody, or script thief or something. Just kind of like what happened with the other guys who were being accused of making that multiplayer mod on on Skyrim, and who really knows? Maybe they did. Maybe they literally, you know, copied the script, and that sucks. But at the same time, it's kind of part of the, you know, business. That's the business of modding. Anybody has access to everything. Everybody has access to your work. And that community is pretty divided on it, as far as I remember. You know what I mean? And this isn't for me. This isn't a big deal. I don't really give a crap. I'm more relating to what's going on with the Skyrim thing. Oh, there it goes. I was afraid. And it can all hark back to game development too. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree there. You should merge to one team unless you're fucking greedy and don't want to, because it's exactly kind of what's going on. The Patreon is receiving a lot of money for the Skyrim mod. Their Patreon is huge. So, and the community, like I said, is divided on it. Some will defend, you know, those guys, and others will not, and that's what I don't want, is a divided community with anything that I do. Where was I? Right, so game development. I don't know the Eternal mod. No, I haven't heard of it. Oh, okay. Total conversion. All right. What about it? Is it getting ripped off? Oh, it's finished. They finished it up, huh? I did not know this. I wonder how big it is. When did they finish it? Was this like last week? Today? Just now? Massive, huh? So what do they convert? What do they do? I haven't... Oh, finished it a long time ago. Did they just now release it or something? Did they just... Oh, they made a DLC for it. Okay. Okay. And is it cool? Did somebody steal something from something? Is it relating to what we're talking about? Or is it just like you're just telling me the news? Came out last month. There's massive new land, new story, massive amount of quests and side quests. Cool. So what you're telling me is I should stop modding and play it. That's what you're telling me. I feel like that's what you're telling me. So is it all voiced too? Nice. I don't remember seeing the total conversion for Morrowind. I downloaded some stuff. And for it, and it looks really beautiful, you know, a lot better now, but it's not totally like fully done anything, because all the like the animations, I don't know if they could convert animations or not, but it's not very good. The animations for the characters are fucking terrible at best. So I don't know if they redid the animation. Did they redo the animations or not? Shards of Order. Ooh. 2 years after the events of Narum, the world of violence, chaos. Wow, they even have an IMDb. That's impressive. That's really impressive. And that's kind of where modding, I think, is cool. Is you could make a whole career out of it, really, if you want to. And I think it should be to that stage where you can make a job out of modding. I don't know if they get paid for it. You know, is it a free download? Is it a are you required to purchase it? So that's my question, is how do they mod? I mean, how do they keep modding, you know? How can they afford to? Because you can't just do it on your off time. And maybe you can, but you have no other life. There's, you know, how much sleep can you possibly get doing that stuff? I love this stuff and I wish I could do it full time, but I cannot afford to live. I guess they have the donate button, which is nice. And this is their website for everything. You could get the conversion for not just Skyrim but everything. Sure AI, yeah, I noticed that. I'm looking at it on my other screen. Sorry, here we go. Enderal. Okay. Interesting. Oblivion. Oh, this is Oblivion conversion. Cube Experimental is a single-player modification Fallout 3. Oh, okay. TS Oblivion and Skyrim. Skyrim says that has not been released. Did it just... Oh, I guess it has. Nerim. How's Nerim converted? I am curious about Nerim. Because it looks like, I mean, alright. Looks alright. It's the Oblivion engine. So this is the Skyrim one, right? This is here is... We're looking at for Skyrim. So have you been playing? Whoa, looks nice. Have you been playing it? Did you take a look at it? Yeah, English word. Yeah, English release. Nice. And this is only for PC, huh? Ah, look at this ugliness. I go from like beautiful mod to bleh. Blah. Maybe what I need to do is set up a website That's what I need to do. Set up a website. What would I even call this? D&D. And see, and again, there's like licensing issues if I call it certain things, you know, D&D conversions. No, can't do that. You know, adventure quest. I don't know. I don't know what to do, you know, which way to take it. Yeah, I don't know. I could buy a domain, I suppose, but I don't know what this would be even. And how many... We know for a fact there are 1 million copies of this minimum, right? Is it 1 million or 10 million? I don't remember how many millions. I think it is 10 million. 10 million, yes. No. Not 10 million, 1 million. Over 1 million copies have sold of this game. So that's over 1 million that have... Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know how many people would still play it. One, still play it. Two, how many people have it exclusively for the PC, because I cannot release this mod on consoles, which sucks. Ooh, I want a console mod so bad. I want to say that I don't really know. You know, I have no idea. Maybe they said it was over 1 million sold on Steam. I think that's what it was. So if that is the case, there are 1 million players. Four years. Wow, 4 years it took them. That's a lot. It's a lot of years in the works. I would definitely do this episodically. I can't devote 4 years of straight work without making a living or something. But if I did this, you know, yeah, exactly. Not a one-man show. But I could be a one-man show. I very well could be a one-man show. However, I can't bring voice acting to this. That's the only thing. And I don't get why they didn't include that. I don't know why they didn't do that. Licensing shouldn't be a huge thing with this, you know? Everybody's got voice on their engines. You could, you know, Skyrim. You could do voice on Skyrim. You know, why not here? So it's kind of odd. An odd choice, I think. Okay. Let's see what else I got here. Maybe I'll have little things here. I've been talking and sculpting, and I haven't really been saying much about the reasons for all this stuff. I've been just doing organic looking things, just organic shapes. No rhyme or reason for this. There isn't. You can't really plan. What licensing? What kind of licensing we talking about? To do voice? To release their own voice thing? I think they can. I think they absolutely can. For their sound engine? Oh. Maybe that's what it is. I have thought about workarounds. They do have, because they do have a way to implement background music or something, you know, through scripting. So what if you could do something where voice activates during certain nodes of the dialogue? You know what I mean? So when you're talking to somebody, node blah 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 such and such, GUID node this pops up, activate such and such wave file or whatever, you know, or MP3 or whatever the format is. I don't even know the format you could use on that, to be honest. Okay, so here we have we're gonna have to block it off. Main terrain up. We're gonna have to block this off too. Bigger, faster. Make a peak and smaller, and let's make bigger. So I don't know if you were there for the stream. You can't handle this name. Donated $30, which restores my faith in people to support their other people, modders and stuff. I thought that was a very awesome gesture. Quite amazing, I must say. I have not used it for anything yet because it's just kind of sitting in my PayPal, not doing anything. Maybe it'll gain interest. No, it won't. But he's kind of like the unspoken hero of the modding community. That's exactly what let's see, how do I word this? The hero that he is, that they are. However, my worth is not established by a monetary price, especially with this. But if it buys me a steak, then a steak it is. If people decide to pay with steak, I would be ecstatic. I would be so ecstatic to have steak as payment. Also pelmenis. I would very much like pelmenis. Chicken or pork pelmenis would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. If there's a way to do that, I would love it. Because this takes energy, and I need energy boosting food. And pelmenis and steak is what I look for in a relationship. Look at that. I just made a cool thing here. That's pretty sweet. I'll do that here too. I like that. Just let me know when I'm rambling, and I'll continue to ramble. Oh, man. Okay. All right, dude. Holy crap. I actually did quite a bit today here. Man alive. All right. Added in this beachfront, this game asshole development asshole thing here. This is a really mean trick. This is another really mean trick, this loop-de-loop here. Very mean stuff going on here. I am thinking about, you know what, let's just screw it. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's flatten this area out. And we're going to make some room. We're going to make room for villagers. What do you think? Yes, yes, yes. We're going to make room for villagers. We're going to do it. Okay. Because we want villagers to have homes. That means something. So they, you know, so they could live and stuff. And there's going to be this first part is so important. This first little part of terrain building is super important. Have your terrain built the way you like it. Use that control method. Really important to build, like, you know, different elevations, smooth it out. Really easy and fast to do that. I think Studio, you fell asleep on me, huh? Yeah, you did. Good boy. Good man. Time for a nap. Time for sleep, man. Okay, I'm also kind of starting to get drowsy. We're gonna give these villagers a life they never wanted. Oh, you're a bit busy. What can you possibly be doing? Oh, preparing your hike. Man, at 1 in the morning? Come on. That's crazy sauce. Delete. Goodbye, fence. Goodbye, fence. No more fence, guys. Almost. Well, it's almost 1 in the morning. You're closer to 1 in the morning than midnight, so whatever. Citizen roof A, E wall 2A bin. What's going on here? Failed to load physics file for that. Well, I don't know what to do about that, but okay. Alright, so we got mud. We don't need mud anymore because there isn't going to be anything going on over here. Right. I don't know what I'm going to do with him, but he's probably going to have to say some other things. And so let's begin city planning. Holy crap, I've been going off for a while, man. Look at that. It's already 2:30 and... Ooh. 16.7 kilometers, huh? Or 16 kilometers and 700 meters. That's a lot. That's a long way. That's good luck. Have fun. Let's get this grass out. First step. In 1 day. So that's 10 miles, roughly. That's not bad. I did, I walked, I want to say 24 miles 1 day, which is just straight walking. It's just walk. You just walk all day. And it carried over into the night. And then the next morning I arrived back home. But this wasn't mountain hiking or anything. It was literally, I was going from one town, walk to another town, and then back. And it was, I think, roughly 24 miles. And that hurt. That was the most painful walk of my life. It's very painful. If you're ever feeling sad, if you're ever feeling sad about anything, go for a very long walk. For a very long walk. And I mean an impossibly long walk. And people train for these kinds of walk, and that's the kind of walk I did. The very long ass walk. And well, yeah. It was excruciating. I will never do it again. Because that sucked. But anyways, go for that long walk and you will never complain about anything ever again. That I promise. That I can promise. Maybe I can't. I don't know. But you definitely will appreciate life. You'll appreciate things a lot more. Nature, I guess. What the crap? I forgot that stupid grass changes. 1.69 is a drastic change from 1.7. Not too drastic, but definitely like you go to like 1.61 and it's a huge change. Be careful with that. Okay, how about 6.6? A massive change. Massive. All right, so city planning here, city planning, village planning, village planning. All right, time to do some houses. These are going to be really basic houses, though. I don't foresee myself really getting anything huge or weird or anything like that. Yeah, you should have, man. You know, that's what I was kind of trying to say. Like, hey, man, you gonna be all right? You gonna be all right with that? Let's go back to the preview panel. Because literally, I'm just over here. Ooh, that is not what I want. Okay, house. I don't know if I could stop streaming, man. Let's go with wooden house A. No. Worker house, I think, is a little bit better because it's kind of a shittier house. Is it, though? I don't know if it is. I think it is. I really hate how this tool is over here. I like that it popped up over here. That was one of my favorite things. I think I'm just going to make basic square homes because I don't have room for anything else. Right, I think that connected, but I'm not, I could be wrong. I think it is. By basic square homes, I mean 2x2 in size. Like that. They're just going to be very tiny. Also, I better be putting this in the right layer here. Yeah, I'm putting it in the unique items. That's not good. Built things. I am looking for... the walls. The walls. There's that unique item thing again. Okay. Select those. Move selection to active layer. Blammo. We're on walls. That's good. How many houses should I have here? I'm gonna make kind of a lot. I'll be able to make like a little neighborhood over here. And of course I got rid of the farmland, so yeah. We'll have to do something about that, huh? 5 houses? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, that's the pivot point? Oof. Okay. Now, not all of them are going to look like this, obviously. I'm just arranging them so I could do stuff with them. So this is a village after all. Chateau. My main man. Well, not my main man, but you know. They look like cages. They are cages. They are human cages. We all kind of live in cages of different size. So, you know, yeah, you got it. And I'll probably have, you see all these kids running around? I'll probably have these kids running around these houses and stuff. I think that would be a little bit better than the way they are now. Because they're kind of in the way. They're kind of being brats, you know? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that is super ugly, unwelcoming. Okay, there we go. But 10 children in each house. They're just kind of running around in there. We're gonna just have we're just gonna have the houses that I have, and they're gonna just kind of play all around up in here, you know, because that's what kids do. They like to play. Those little guys, those little kids. Okay. Just gonna be running around these stupid homes. And then I'll probably make a little path going around here. So there's a little inn, there's little homes. And then terrain panel, main. Let's see what else we got. Nope, don't like that. Oh, nope, don't like that. That's what the pyramid was built for, is like a sacrificial thing. I don't know, cobblestone, I don't know about that. Broken cobblestone now. Ooh, city house floor. Oh, that's for, yeah. What? Where the hell is the mud? Did I just use this? Oh, I probably did. Or I didn't even, did I even have anything? Is that just kind of erased grass? That's probably what it is. It's this is all, okay, that's what's going on. Okay, let's reduce the strength a little bit here. About 4. Is that good? Nope. How about 2? An army comes to free them. It's not a bad idea. Ah, shit. Screwed it up. Oh, no, you know what? I think I might be okay. Never mind. I'm freaking out for no reason. Every house has a path. Somewhat. Except for this guy. He lives alone. No, I'm kidding. I'll make him a path. This asshole gets to go over here. And like that. Okay. Okay, little paths. Perfect. Cobblestones. Jeez Louise. The strength on this is ridiculously weird. Okay, 6. Is that weird? Oh, it's not showing. Okay, perfect. The other thing I don't like about painting this is the cobblestones can't face a different way. Like you can't turn, you can't rotate it. So like if like if you're building roads or something, typically you want to cobble turns too, but what are you going to do, right? Limitations of the engine. Maybe you can and I just haven't figured it out. Maybe there's like a rotate button, like, because it has the X, so this is bigger, but maybe there's a way to rotate that paint. Rotate that tool. Chat, you just been lurking, huh? Or maybe you just joined chat, I don't know, maybe you just joined here. Oof, oof, oof. Let's see here. I didn't paint anything on the wall. Okay, good. Yes, this is all destroyed because people fucking destroyed it. Okay, what's this? Destroyed cobblestone? Perfect. I remember when I put a shitload of little debris. It is a 3D element, just a ton by the river, and man, that caused a lot of problems, caused a lot of lag. I was like, yeah, cool, man, and they were really tiny too, so they were like little rocks. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome, and had some complaints about that. Like, hey, man, that starting river area is really terrible. It's got some heavy lag. Like, oh, that's probably because of these rocks. So I should probably change that. All right, there we go. Cool, man. Rock and roll, dude. Let's see what else. Paving, snow patches. I think the rest is just gonna be like instance paint stuff. Grass, maybe? Is that thick grass? Is that what's going on? Nope. Tall grass? Nope. Brown grass? Nope. Thick brown grass? What the hell, man? Alright. Just gonna go with all of it. Oh, how about I select it, huh? Select the right thing. There we go. And we just want probably some tall grass first. And it's kind of got a nice thing already going on here. As far as how I want it. Which is not too strong. think some stuff has to happen over here. What do you think? Some sort of farming or something? I don't know. Or maybe everybody has their own little garden? I don't know. Carrots, poison carrots. Just that's all they farm is carrots. Fucking carrots. I'm so sick of carrots. One person can say that, and I'll have an NPC totally say that. I'm so sick of carrots. So sick of eating carrots. That's all we ever have. Carrots. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's do it. Gotta have fun. Gotta have fun with the game. Switch to grass. Perfect. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Okay, and then brown grass. Just so people understand that this place is dying. Just a dying village. Just a dying little place. Okay, for now, let's leave that and get some other things going on, like floors and crap. Workhouse floor, that's good. Type floor on. Oof, this is where it sucks. See this? I hate this. Why do they do this? This is awful right here. They have that corner sticking out. If anybody knows how to get rid of that corner, let me know. I sure don't. I hate that corner. Also, it shows you where the grass is, which is nice. All right, that looks good. Let's start. Selecting these guys and doing that for every one of them. Ah. Okay, give them all a floor. Floor. No, really, every single one would be nice if you applied it. There we go. Oh, is this just different elevations or something? Is that what's going on? Yeah, it is. Okay. Not a problem. Not bad. Not bad for the most part. It's customizing these. Let's start customizing here. Let's see here. That's pretty good. Now, what is nice is I could cover this up with just standard just like grass or something, so it's not a huge deal that that's there. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I could have a door on the other side. No? Fine. Rotate. That is the most you'll hear of me with an accent. Just kidding. You'll hear a lot more. Can I flip this? Oh, I can't. I can't flip it. There's the game that you want to make and the game you actually make. Remember that. So there's a village layout that you want, and then there's the one that you'll actually make. Because of, you know, I should have 3 doors on this one. That's totally awesome. Oh, really? Give me what I want. Windows, good, good. 2 doors? Nah. Nah, son. I want a wall. Okay. Perfect. Not a lot of difference, you know, stuff. You can't really do too much different things with a square here. So we could try though. Also, what I think really adds to things of like houses is a nice base. If you have a foundation, you know, and that kind of thing. I think it really adds to a home. Like a cobblestone base. And we'll see what I can do about that. Because I do enjoy a nice cobblestone base. Quite. I'll rather do this than the other way. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll have that one have a back door. Oh, this one's perfect location. There we go. Okay. Okay, and that's what, all of them? I think all of them are a little bit different, which is good, which is fine. Perfect. Okay. Start fixing the this whole thing on it. Or you could just go to bed, man. I mean, I wouldn't hold that against you, bro. Just go to bed. I mean, do you need to? I worry about people's health when they stay up so late. Like I can't stay up that late. You stay up so late. Midnight is a long time. I think this is just grass and then tall grass. No. Thick grass. No. Swamp grass? No. So late. Way too late, man. So here's the reason for the season of the whole like foundation thing. So I'm gonna show you, and I really like this. I really enjoy this quite immensely. Raise your thing up, clone it, raise it down. I don't know how far down, but maybe like right here, and you can just change your root template. Oops. Let's do that. Uh-oh. Well, I found it apparently. So like something like that. All right, but they're a little bit different. No, they're not different measurements at all. Okay, I thought they would be, but they're not. So, and this is what I like about the base is you can elevate things, and it doesn't matter if you're up against something or not. That's so weird. Why would it do that? And there you go. You know, it's kind of neat. I really hope that they could find whatever's going on there. And maybe I could put some shit over here so it covers up that weird spot, like potted plants or whatever the hell. You know, but it does give a nice effect. So, and like I've rotated all these to match up rotation would be so freaking annoying. Good night to you, man. Good morning as well, because you're about to wake up in like 4 hours. I don't know how long you sleep. I don't know what time you leave for your adventure. But thanks for watching, Studio, and you have a good night, sir. I'm literally... What is this? Worker house A111 not found. I think it's just saying that it didn't find this part. Worker house wood A. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, man. You have a good night. Have fun. Thanks for watching, as always. So you could raise it up so like the stone can come through. You know, it's up to you which way you want. I kind of like a little bit of stone showing because it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat looking. Gives it some class. But this is a lot easier. The rotation stays the same. All you have to do is change the elevation. I will be putting in stairs. If this is too high, just drop everything down. You know, so it's not like super tall or anything like that. So this works too. Certainly wouldn't want, you know, a house that is too tall. But it's a lot better than just a flat ground, sitting on a flat ground like that. And you absolutely can do the same thing for your roof too. And it works phenomenally well as well. All about preference. I don't much like snap to object. It's probably would be better, but I don't really care for it. So I just kind of manually do everything. This looks good. I think the cats might want to be let in and chill out or eat or something. Let's make this one a pretty tall house. See, and this is where it can come in handy. You can raise it up above the terrain, and that's where this foundation will work to your benefit, because it covers up the whole terrain. You know, it works with the terrain, or however you want to put it. Okay, perfect. Oh, not yet. It's a solid technique. I recommend everybody use it. See, you get that terrain deformation, no problem. Just raise your house a little bit, not a problem. If you've seen me build the big GM levels, you'd have seen this in action as well. I think I'm gonna leave the wind dust thing going as well. I like that effect. Oh, impending crash, I believe. It's not good. It's not good. Didn't like that. Please don't crash. If you do, I'll stop the stream and scream. There it goes. Okay. Phew. That was close. Now we'll stop the stream. Okay. I wouldn't have stopped the stream. I'm kidding. That's a joke. But that reminds me to save, because there's a lot to do. There's a lot of work now. So Saveroni. Whoa, 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 whoa! What the heck? Materials. Material graph file. Okay. Save it as that, I guess. I didn't think I had any materials to save. Oh, you know what I did in the materials editor, but I didn't do anything. I didn't think I made anything, so whatever. I don't care. If it wanted to make something, I guess it made something. I am starving, man. Starving. All right, far out. So we changed this completely. This is no longer farmland with an open thing. We gave it a village. We're going to give these kids somewhere to run. I believe this is an area here, an area script. Not an area script. I believe this is a trigger, a wander trigger. Let's see what kind of trigger it is. Citizens wander. I guarantee it that these kids are also. This is where they wander around too. Let's look at one of their scripts. Little kids. Okay. They have a wander script on the citizens wander. Okay, so that's what they're doing. They're running around this little area, and they're running around back and forth. So I don't really want that anymore. So I'm going to copy this script. Yes. Okay, so here we go. And then, so this will actually be children running. Okay, and I'll put an AA on it, so it'll be at the top when I do this. Okay. Along with that, I'm going to adjust the size of this, and so it's no longer that thin little guy. It's going to be considerably bigger. A little wander area for the kids to run around. I'll turn it. I don't think I can make this a... No, this is just a box trigger. Yes. Okay, so... Okay... I'll have them kind of overflow a tiny bit into this other one, so they could run around over here too. Yes, yes, perfect. And they could run around everywhere. Let's just have them run around everywhere. Good idea. Everywhere they can, they'll run around. Okay. This will be their playland. They're going to be slamming doors and all that stuff. Cool, cool. Now I got to get all these kids selected. And I don't know if I named them kids or children or something. Or if I named them at all. I think they're children's. I think that's all of them. Matter of fact. That's good. Look at that. Perfect. That's what I want. If all your characters, if they have the same kind of script going on, they're all going to show up. So we have a wander script here, and instead of citizens wander, remember I got the AA. It's at the very top of the list because I wanted it like that. Everything else is going to remain as far as sleep, run, all that stuff. It's all going to remain, and all these 9 kids are now going to be running around here. But not quite yet, because I haven't done one very big thing, which is run the AI generation on this whole big area. And this whole big area is going to have to do a full gen, or I'll have to regen everything, because it's just it's a lot. So deselect everybody. I'm not going to convert it to game time yet. I'm going to save. So everything saves, perfect, and then let's do a gen. While this is going, I'm gonna go get some food. Full generate, let's go for it. Might take a while, is right. Alright, so I'll be right back, guys. Let this generate. Oh, it's actually generating pretty fast. Damn. I'll still be right back and get something to eat while this runs.
to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game.
Ah, perfect. Yes, that's what I was worried about, because the slope removing was going to take a really long time if it doesn't crash anything. Perfect amount of time for me to boil water. Ooh, we got a little jump. Good. I was expecting this to be considerably large at generating stuff. There is now terrain over terrain that used to be there, and so I've moved other terrain around, so this is gonna definitely take a while. Turn off the music. I don't know why. Help it think a little bit more, I suppose. I think what's happening also is that the removing the slope noise, it's also thinking about the other huge terrain I have off to the side, and it's kind of compensating for that because it hasn't had to do any sort of AI generation to that extent, to that size. So it's kind of regridding everything. And the reason I did this in 3 different terrains is if one terrain fails, if the terrain fails like I had with my previous levels, this is very slow. You can go to sleep. you can now go to sleep because this is going to take a long time. The reason I did the 3 terrains instead of just extending the 1 is this is kind of going back to what happened with the Pyramid of Shadows. Floor 2 completely died on me, and I had to rebuild the whole terrain. So what if one of these terrains died on me? I'd have to rebuild the whole terrain, and it's much. I mean, it would suck, but it's much easier to build one of these giant ones instead of the whole entire thing, up again. And I think if one of these failed on me, I would just be like, that's it, I'm done, because that is a hell of a lot of work to do. I think what happened with the other one is I did so much swapping and moving around that it was just like, I don't know which is what now. The IDs don't match, the numbers don't match, things don't match anymore. And I did it all outside of the engine, whereas if I did it within the engine, if I deleted the terrain, it would actually, sync up or something. I don't know. There's a reason why the terrain failed, and you have to be really careful when you play with file systems or system files in the engine. And I think eventually it just decided that it didn't want to be terrain anymore in the engine. So we'll see what this generates. We'll see what it comes up with. I'm boiling water for some chicken pelmenis, so that's what I'll be having today. And I think by the time it gets to 50%, I'll probably have eaten my chicken pelmenis, and it'll be great. So it's doing little chunks at a time, I think, is what's going on. Little chunks at a time. I mean, imagine painting. I wonder how it does it. I wonder if there's a manual way to generate AI. You know what I mean? There's just a general way to like, okay, I'm gonna paint this myself. You know, I mean, thank you AI generation for doing it for me, but I'm really curious if there's just a way to do it yourself, so to speak. I'm gonna go check out my water. I'll be right back. Okay, it looks like we're at 15.87%. I think I was right. By the time this is done, or at 50%, I'm probably going to have my food cooked and devoured. So at that point, at this point, I must say goodbye and farewell, because this is going to take, I think, a solid 20-30 minutes. I've enjoyed my time streaming. This has been an excellent stream. I very much enjoyed building with you guys and chatting with you guys. This has been an awesome 4 hours of my life. You guys have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is for you guys. And I will see you possibly later, but probably not. Anyways,